Personally, it makes it better for me. Just saying.
Nobody's asking you, Sean. I don't know if you've noticed, but like literally no one's asking you. So you can just pipe down.
Okay, let's get to our dear friend Katie Nolan. You know her from the Casuals podcast and from her friendship with us. She is the greatest. Hello, Katie Nolan.
Hi, guys. I was just switching my headphones while you were yapping about goalies, but we'll keep these ones on. Hi.
That's the time to do it. When people are yapping about goalies, do
I was like, I have
anything else.
time. I'll switch into the headphones that won't make my hair look so stupid. But here we are. Let's talk about how sad I am.
Okay, let's do it. We are calling a meeting to discuss Brad Marchand. And Brad Marchand, if you do not know, is thriving right now. He has 17 points, which is tied for 17th in the postseason. He has a plus 14, which is second among all players in the postseason. And this group here has a lot of interesting perspectives. And I think that we're all uniquely qualified to discuss what Brad Marchand is doing right now and how we feel about it. Sean, if you could fill people in for anybody who does not know, there it is. We have myself. I'm a longtime colleague of Brad Marchand. I'm also an Oilers fan. I call Marchand a friend, but I'm deep down a little worried that he doesn't say the same about me. Katie is a Bruins fan who I don't think I'm putting words in her mouth when I say is not dealing with this breakup well. Pete is a Bruins fan who seems very happy for Brad Marchand, but also you feel a little ripped off.
Yeah, a little ripped off. I agree with Sarah Sivian, who had this take. The Panthers owe the Bruins more draft picks than what they gave them based off of what Brad Marchand is doing for them.
And lastly, we have our dear Sean DePaz, who hates the Bruins, met Brad Marchand this season, really liked him, and has really been smiling through all this, is the LeBron James, I can't believe this is my life meme. Sean, if you would put yourself up when we have this conversation. Is that correct, Sean?
Yeah, it is.
How could you call yourself a Bruins hater in that room? It just seems like an odd choice for you. Not to chime in.
This is my element. I like being the bad guy.
That's great.
If there's two things that you need to know about Sean, it's that he loves sports, but more so loves being a hater. So it's just really we're hitting a real meeting point with the Bruins thing.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I will toss this around, and I will start with the Bruins fans, Katie and Pete. I'll begin with you, Katie. How do you feel watching what Brad Marchand is doing right now?
I'm trying to feel happy for him. I'm putting a lot of effort into feeling happy for him because if I love him like I say I do, and he's doing well, I should be happy for him. I hate it. I hate it. I hate watching them hug him. I hate watching him hug them. I hate watching them celebrate together. I hate hearing Matthew Tkachuk be like, he was born to be a Panther. Everything that's supposed to piss me off, that everyone's doing to piss me off, is pissing me off. I'm only admitting that here because this is a closed circuit broadcast just for the four of us, right? As I was promised, we are in a safe space where no one can hear me. And so here I can say that when somebody tweeted at me the other day, people won't even remember that he was a Bruin. I did think about jumping off my roof. I know they're just poking at me. I get it. It's working. I'm sensitive. The world is on fire.
Now, Sean, why did you tweet that at Katie?
Yeah, you found my burner. I just want to say, Katie, your reaction to this is the exact reason I'm having so much fun. I love watching Bruins fans.
I don't even know you, and I can't stand you.
That's exactly
what I hope the Sabres are bad for the rest of your lifetime.
Oh, they're going to be.
Look at that smile on Sean's face. He does not give a fuck about the Sabres.
Yeah, I mean, calling the Sabres, like, people like to deal with me all the time. They're like, oh, yeah, the Sabres haven't been in the playoffs in 4 days. I know.
You're emotionally detached, and I feel sadder for you because you can't feel feelings. You have to feel feelings derivative off of my true feelings because your heart is dead and nowhere.
Yep. Yeah. Perfectly put.
Yeah,
it's
pretty good.
I mean, when you met Brad Marchand, what did he say to you, Sean?
Well, he ended the conversation by saying, good luck with the Sabres, in a very much like,
wink,
good luck
wink.
with that thing that you have to deal with. And I loved that too. That's why I love him. He's a rat. I would like to think that if I was good at hockey or anything, I would also be kind of a rat. And so I can't help but admire.
What's a rat that isn't good at hockey? So you're just annoying?
Yeah.
Just like an actual rat.
Yeah. A piece of shit mostly. Yeah.
So my thing with Marchand is that, like, I love him and I'll love him no matter who he plays for, with the exception of like he can't play for the Leafs, can't play for the Canadiens. I will always root for Brad Marchand because I love him as an individual. But at the end of the day, I'm always going to love the Bruins a little bit more. And I want to see him succeed in the Cup Final. I don't know if I want to see him win because I don't know if I want him to have equal amounts of like Stanley Cup success outside of the Bruins with just like a half a year with the fucking Panthers, and he wins as many Stanley Cups as he did with the Bruins. I don't. That's ammunition against the Bruins, and I don't think that I can stomach that.
You know that's kind of not even equal.
Yes.
If he wins, if he's 1 for a half with the Panthers, and he is
that's
what
his
is
Stanley
this,
Cups per
17th,
60,
and he's like 1 for 16 with the Bruins. Pathetic.
Not to mention he
had a pretty big role in like them.
Not to mention
winning
what,
the Cup.
Sean?
He is one of the favorites. He's gonna be one of the leaders for the Conn Smythe if they win the Cup. If he wins a Conn Smythe and the Cup,
at this point, it's probably Bennett, but it could. I mean, based off the way the series is going, maybe it is Marchand.
You never know.
But yeah, I mean, like him having a real central role in the Bruins losing a Stanley Cup 6 years ago, and then winning a Cup and being one of the biggest reasons for the Panthers, it would really hurt. It would hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, before we move on to the fact that and I think that the first phase is going very well. Everyone seems very happy. Before we move on to the how difficult is it that he's not just there for it, that he's driving it, as a longtime colleague and defender of Brad Marchand, who is now watching him score goals against the only team that he really roots for, this is just a unique thing that I never foresaw. I have defended Brad Marchand through so many dirty, bad things he has done on the ice. I never thought that Marchand could do anything on the ice that would upset me. So this sucks, but I'll say to my oil people who don't want to hear it, he's the fucking best. It is so hard not to love him. I'm not happy when he scores, but I'm happy for him.
I mean, Oilers fans have him with Corey Perry. They have Corey Perry, so they should understand like Brad. I would expect Oilers fans to still not hate Brad Marchand. And that's a bigger part of like this whole discussion is that I kind of dislike that now nobody dislikes Brad Marchand.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I always kind of want him to be a little bit hated. But
that's what he
everybody's
needs
coming around on respecting him at least.
In order for him to exist the way that he is, he has to be widely disliked. It's been another part of this that I've hated is watching Panthers fans embrace him too quickly. Where you're like, it would take me a long time to embrace Kachuk if he came to my team. I don't care what he does. It would take me a minute.
I got a guy for you. You ever heard of Mike Ryan? Because
I know.
that guy is still not sold.
He's doing it as a bit. I mean, that's not I don't think a guy who watched a lot of hockey. I don't know. I could be wrong. I just feel like I guess that's all of the Panthers fan base when you really boil it down. They're not long-time hockey enjoyers.
To be fair to them, there wasn't really a choice of theirs.
Sure. I don't care about being fair to them, Pete. I don't know if I'm communicating that clearly. I'm upset, and this is how it comes out.
Hurt people.
I think in the long run, it will be detrimental. This is a hot take. Clip it. I think in the long run, it will be detrimental to Brad Marchand's success to not have a significant portion of people who hate him. And I'm not going to hate him now that he's gone. Is he coming back? Are we still holding on to like a tiny
Definitely
shred
not.
of?
Yeah,
okay, so now
why would he want to at this point?
I don't know.
He
wouldn't. Okay, great. And R.I.P. to everybody on that ship, me. But I just think Bruins fans aren't going to hate him because we wronged him, and so who's left to hate him still? You need that to fuel him. It fuels him.
Yeah, he is. It's like the opposite of Santa Claus in Elf. You know, when they're like,
yes.
is it Elf where they're like, Santa's sleigh can't fly unless people believe in him and are singing? Is that it?
Yes. What other movie would that be?
Any Christmas movie. It's a lot about how Santa flies. These Christmas
Polar Express. You can't hear the bell if you don't believe.
That's true.
Okay, but Polar Express creeps a lot of us out. So let's shy away from that.
Polar Express is fucking boring. I did
Yeah.
not.
That movie bangs.
I
like the Polar Express.
Snooze through that shit all the time. But
I got a text.
he's the opposite, where you need people to not believe in you and to hate you and to not sing, but throw things at you and say, fuck you, Brad Marchand. That's what he needs. And you are right, Katie. Very few people are doing it. The people who would most likely do it are all in this room. I'm never saying fuck Brad Marchand. I know
he's
where
invited to my wedding.
Buttered. Yeah.
I got a text from somebody who is new to almost being my wife and says, Katie is the girl who broke up with her ex and is saying she's happy for him when he moves on, but she actually just hate follows his new girlfriend.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
Oh, people do that?
Thanks, Ellen. You're totally right.
Yeah, I suppose that's why
Nailed
social
it.
media ultimately exists,
Got
so we can do
me.
things like that. Does it make it worse that, as I said, he's not just on the team, he's not just one of them, he doesn't just fit in on their Dairy Queen trips, he is the reason why they are tied in this series. They in Florida are saying, thank God we have this guy, one of our best players, Brad Marchand.
That doesn't make it hurt for me more. I feel like it would hurt more if Marchand got traded and was like a bum or just like dead weight on a team. Like at the end of the day, it's still going to hurt to see him in the jersey no matter what. So he may as well be fucking good. Because I want to root for him. I do. I want to root for him. I want to see him succeed. I'm a little selfish, but I'm not that selfish. I'm not rooting for him to be like a failure with his new team.
Personally, it makes it better for me. Just saying.
Nobody's asking you, Sean. I don't know if you've noticed, but like literally no one's asking you. So you can just pipe down.
I feel like it would only be fair if I point out the thing I point out to the two of them, which is like, I could shut this shit down. I can.
He does hold
I can
all
go
the
back
power,
to
but I
playing
hold
video
all the
games
light.
in the middle of the day. We all have things we could be doing that aren't this, okay?
Yeah, Katie definitely wants to be doing this, by the way. Katie asked if she could come on the podcast. She was like, hey, I've got something I'm really cool about. Would love to chat.
Can I say something that's really stupid? I mean, why stop now? I just think I deserve, personally, Katie Nolan deserves. I just want Florida fans to go, sorry, you were right. I just want a little bit of like, you were right. He does rule. I see it now. Sorry that I acted like he wasn't talented, like he was only annoying, like he sucked. All the things that we said, I'm sorry, you guys were right. This guy rules, and having him on your team rules. Like just directly to us. I think we deserve that.
You know what? To make Sean even happier, what I'm hearing there is Patrice Bergeron stocks down. Turns out he did not make Brad Marchand. Turns out that Patrice Bergeron was a Brad Marchand merchant.
All right, this is places I'm not willing to go to.
But I mean, that was the thing forever. And the only person in Boston who pushed back on it was Adam Jones because he's a hater. But when people were like, yeah, but what would Marchand be without, look, like he's really good, but what would he be without Patrice Bergeron? And now we're seeing like years later, he is a third liner for the Florida Panthers, and he is the Florida Panthers like second or third best player.
I mean, if you're Florida at this point, you have to lean so hard into it. Like you got to not only extend Brad Marchand, you got to retire Brad Marchand's number.
Like
you have
after this cup.
Yes,
Yeah.
like after
Do the PK Subban.
Yes.
After they lose this cup.
that Katie had in her mentions. It's Florida and the entire Panthers organization to be the maximum annoyance possible has to just pretend like Brad Marchand never played for the Bruins and he has been like the centerpiece of their franchise forever. That would drive me insane.
What if Marchand stays there on like 3 years times $5 million? Like, what if he takes a massive discount?
There's no way he would. He wouldn't.
What if I kill myself?
But after like he was after money in the contract is ultimately quote unquote why this thing fell apart in Boston, if he's like, oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
This rules.
that'd be it for me. I don't know about you, Pete. Your
But my
threshold
thing
may
would
be a
be
little
what I say
higher than
to-
mine. I'm
My
off the
thing would
roof.
be what I say to the Sabres when they talk about like, oh, the Sabres might trade 23-year-old JJ Peterka. I say, Sabres, just be better. Just be better and you don't have to deal with this. So to the Bruins, I would say, make it a situation where Brad Marchand would have signed with you for less, and then you don't see him go off and do all this and then take a small contract in Florida.
I mean, yeah, you have to give somebody a reason to take a hometown discount before expecting them to take a hometown discount.
They need to put a letter on him next year. Aaron Ekblad's going to leave.
Oh my
leave an
God.
A in the hanging.
I'm-
and Brad Marchand is
I
going to wear
will
an A.
just have to stop watching hockey. Like, I don't have a hockey-based show. I already have people yell at me when I force hockey into conversations. It would probably make my life a lot easier if I just give up on the sport altogether. Perhaps it's not for me.
Katie,
I will
people
miss
in
you,
our
Katie.
chat are asking if what we're talking about because they are unaware that Brad Marchand was ever a Bruin. This has
Don't do that.
already started.
He's definitely wearing a Panthers cap when he goes in the hall.
Don't do that.
That's not how the
Any
hall
of you
works for hockey,
Yeah.
Sean. They don't wear hats.
And it's going to be awesome because when they win the cup again next
I'll
year,
kill
when he
you.
wins the cup again next year and he's wearing an A, he'll be like one of the first names on it.
So that's what sucks. Like, you got to make sure, if you're worried about this whole Marchand thing, which I think some people here actually might be, you got to make sure he doesn't re-sign in Florida.
Like anywhere else. I guess other than like, you'd rather him stay in Florida than sign with the Canadians.
Because say he
but,
goes
like,
to...
Yeah, you can't go to the
say he goes-
Canadians.
Say he goes to Colorado and they win, or say he goes to Edmonton and they win. It's like, okay, cool. That shit's got nothing to do with Boston. This is the team that quickly became your daddy, ruined your perfect season, and then stole your captain, and your captain happily made them better than you ever were. You got to make sure that doesn't happen. You can maybe figure out a way to rationalize it being a one and done. If he goes 1 for 1 there, that still sucks. But if he stays there and does some like end of career Tom Brady shit, that
Why are
honestly
you bringing
hurts
up
more
old
than
shit?
but
Why are
that
you gonna
would
bring up
hurt
old
me.
shit?
I think that should hurt a Bruins fan more than Brady going to Tampa and winning with them would, because at least Brady got kicked off the team.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's where it's kind of, I don't blame Brady. Not that I blame Marchand, but like Marchand could have stayed if he wanted to.
And there's no
I gotta say
connection
right now, it's
between-
looking like the right call.
There's no connection between the Patriots and the Bucks the way there is the Bruins and the
Yeah,
the
that's true.
Panthers.
No, famously the Patriots wanted to sign Mike Evans, but he was like, "I will do anything to not have that happen." So
Cool.
that's Mike Evans talk. All right.
I feel like
Katie-
Boston's up. We're up right now. Everybody feel that in your bones? We're up.
Yeah.
Hey, Sox won a series against the Yankees.
I
That's
mean,
pretty cool.
now we have to do it again this weekend, I just saw. What's with that? What's with the home and home?
I'm cool with them playing every weekend because
Mhm.
that's
If
the
it's
only
gonna look
really
like that.
reason why I would watch the Red Sox. at
Hunter
this point.
Dobbins said if he was offered a contract by
Yes.
the last team that were offered a contract with the Yankees, he would retire. And then they asked every Yankee about it throughout the broadcast yesterday. It was awesome.
And then Aaron Judge
Love
hit a
that.
home run off of him in the first inning at his first at
Yeah.
bat.
Doesn't matter though. We won.
We sure did.
Okay. Katie, so it goes without saying, are you rooting for Edmonton in this series?
Yes.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Love that.
Happy
Always
to
good see
happy to
another
be
Royal
here.
man. Yeah. How are you enjoying that experience?
It's good. I missed the first game. I had to drive back from Boston, so I didn't see it. I saw the second game, so I saw, Marchand the hero. It's rooting for the oil. What are we doing? What's the key?
Yeah, they say oil. They say
Okay.
oil.
Oiling up is fun. I'm enjoying myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Loyal to the oil. I do have a question for you. If you're stranded in a desert with someone with only a bottle of water and a baseball bat, and you can't share the water, and the other person takes the water first, what do you do with the bat?
What?
Okay, so you're stranded in a desert with
Yeah.
someone,
Okay.
and there's a
We don't know
bottle
who
of
the
water.
someone is.
No, you don't know who the someone is. Just
I bet
somebody.
it's coming.
Brad
Yeah.
Marchand.
The royal someone. There's a bottle of water and a baseball bat. You
Okay.
can't share the water, and the other person takes the water first. What do you do with the bat?
I hit the person in the head.
How are
Church.
we evaluating that answer?
Nice.
I mean, that's the most straightforward answer
Congratulations,
you can
you are now a San Jose Shark.
Yeah.
That gets you to third overall. That was a question asked at the combine.
It was?
Yeah, they're asking teenagers that question.
What do they want them to answer? What's the proper?
I don't know, but
I'm whittling down the bat to build a water filtration system to take the turn sand into water. Like, what could you possibly?
That's what Dougie Hamilton would say. and that's why he
no,
went 10th.
that's what Connor Hellebuck would say. I've
Oh.
studied water more than any other prospect
Yes.
in this thing, and they'd be like, "Okay, but you just died of thirst
You
in the first
can't
round.
share
the
the
second
water.
round this year."
that's the rule that takes away any possible diplomacy. If you can't share the water and I'm handed a weapon and we're in a desert, not on an island, a desert, so no water, I have to kill that guy. I'd probably kill myself.
With a baseball
Killing
bat?
yourself with a baseball bat would be
That seems hard.
You've never
one of the
seen my
worst
swing.
ways.
Right through the ball. A good solid contact.
One of the prospects said that he would hit a home run.
What
I
the
like that answer. Why not?
Why not? You're about to die, so why not?
Yeah, good way to go out. Katie, Pete and I will not be featured on any of the social clips that come from this conversation. It will just be you and Sean, and I think that went well.
I'm glad I was here. Thank you guys for having me. Go Oilers.
Yes, love it. You're the best, Katie. Bye, friend. Look at her smile.
You're
She's
the
so
best.
happy.
We all silly like the mayor.